Peace today means more than the state of no war and violence. It is indeed interconnected with the other sustainable development goals, such as climate change, gender equality, health and well-being, and ultimately inclusivity for all groups. How would it be possible to achieve peace and sustainable development while disregarding 370 million people who are living in danger of exploitation, increasing high poverty rates, and of high drug use, the indigenous peoples? Historically, the indigenous peoples' population have been struggling to live in peace, where they are dispossessed of the land, resources, and liberty and dignity, both of which are inalienable human rights. Although they are amongst the most disadvantaged people in the world and are extremely vulnerable to changes in their environment, there has been lack of action nationally and internationally to support the natives, most of whom are living in the same, if not worse, circumstances as those in developing countries. We often don't hear about what's happening to indigenous children, the residential schools, the murdered and missing women, the illiterate and intoxicated, and those who cannot move to cities, or they be stripped out of their dignity and identity. They often go unnoticed, and their importance in the world starts to diminish and wipe away. But those voices are unheard, and the stories that aren't being taken into account that lead to exemplary changes to our understanding of what it takes to achieve sustainable development for all. Peace truly starts at the root of the problem, and the details and the people underneath the surface that can be easily ignored or overlooked. Like Malcolm Fraser says, solutions will not be found while indigenous peoples are treated as victims for whom someone else must find solutions. When Secretary General Antonio Guterres said this year would be a year of peace, with it also being the theme for International Youth Day, let it be a year of peace and peace to all, as we cannot achieve peace without awareness, understanding, sympathy, and action to the vulnerable, especially the vulnerable left behind.